This is me venting. I like to vent, so whatever. This technical device is my counselor. This insane dipshit idiot, called Crazy's intervention on me. After I screamed about nothing's ever done about child molesters in where I'm from. Now, I have every right to be highly pissed off, but he's dead set on destroying my life, and he texted, I think it would be a really, really good idea if you would call Crazy's intervention. They could really, really, really help you out. That's what he texted me. All right. He said, I don't know what you're talking about because I never said anything against you like you'd hurt yourself. Well, if not, dipshit, idiot, if you never said that I might harm myself, why would they have it in their notes and they didn't share anything more? So he probably went on a half hour like he always does with all his bullshit. Well, she just screams and yells. Yeah, because you're a fucking child molester. And I have every right to scream 2 weeks ago that you're a child molester. Okay, I have every right to do that just to see if maybe you might fess up to it. But nope, not pretending I'm not narcissist. Nope, never. So he has to text me. And anyway, what would be really good if you go to my church? I think that would be really good for you. Why? You're there. You're deaf. Why would I want to go there? Oh, there's a young girl there. Will not mention her name because I honor her. Now, I told him several times. He pays for my phone. Give me your number. Give her my number so she can call me. No, can't do that. He has to play the game. His game. His little game. Well, in order for you to get her number, no. All you have to do is simply give her my number that you've known for a year now. And my husband got the phone. My dead husband's service got the phone. I hate people that can't give credit where credit's due. Honor the dead. Honor, and Arthur Hesnut III was not honored. I mean, so what? If these men are child molesters, so what? All the child molesters in my life are honored. Honor the dead. Give the money where the money should go. And I'm totally disgusted that I'm a good mom, but I never ever had the opportunity to do so. Living with my insane abusers. There's no way. Just like fucking pretend I'm not narcissist. Well, it'd be really good if you got Crazy's intervention. What the fuck for, dipshit? Oh my god, what the hell for? Really? You're the one who causes my crises. There you go. You're the one who causes my breakdowns. When nothing ever happens to you. You make up stories. It's all in your head. You're crazy. You had the best of the best childhood that anyone could ever have. I don't understand you. You're so good. That they're alone. Just on and on and on. Even a person who did have a good childhood. Alright. He's a nut. He's an obsessed nut with me. 'Cause I was his favorite victim and he just loves to shit all over me. And that's the biggest shit that you could take on me. saying that I had the best childhood. Why was my first thoughts suicide then? Why did I want to kill myself all the time? Why did I hate myself to death and hate my body to death and mumble to death? I mumbled, I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was a fucking retard because I was traumatized to death. So I was naturally retarded, okay? I naturally didn't know what the fuck was going on around me. I was a total... maybe I'm putting down the retards right now, so I don't want to do that. So I was totally mentally traumatized. Totally mentally ill when I was a child, small child. That I didn't know what the hell was going on around me, being so traumatized. I'm not, okay, let me put that in a different perspective. I'm not mentally ill, but because I was severely attacked ever since I can remember, and my first thoughts of the little people that I saw in kindergarten, I'm afraid. Oh my God, they all want me dead. I mean, that's a natural reaction. If you're attacked by so-called the people who are supposed to love you, if you're attacked to death, all right, and then you're around little people, it doesn't even matter who they are. I like screamed to death. Like, well, I didn't scream, but I mean, I was afraid of my little people in kindergarten. I was afraid of them. Okay. Didn't know what the hell was going on. Don't remember my childhood, but I was afraid. And I thought they all wanted me dead. Now that is from my supposedly caretakers who made me think that, okay, they wanted me dead with their severe abuse. They caused me to want to be dead. Not me, not little tiny me. They did. Has nothing to do with me. It's all their severe trauma that thankfully I got over. And how did I get over it? I gave my Lord Jesus all of my pain from them. My Lord Jesus on that cross took away all of Pretend-A-Lot narcissist pain and hell, along with my supposedly caretakers and all the other abusers in my life. That is just unreal that I had all these abusers. Late Arthur Hessenalt III, not that much, because he was hardly ever in my life. Late Michael Allen Billis. Late Theodore Carl Sanderlin, not that much. There you go, 3 dead guys right there. Oh, and my husband. late James Lester Sapone. That he should have peaceably left me. He traumatized me to death. He made me want to die. Like Pretend-A-Lot narcissist. Okay, let me get this clear now. I didn't want to die on my own. These people traumatized me, attacked me, screaming in my face. All the obscenities. You dumb bitch! You no good! You whore! Like, see, maybe other people don't care to be called names, but I was always highly sensitive. And then I'm, it's natural for a traumatized child to be highly sensitive. That's just natural. Okay. So I was always out of my body, like in the corner of a room, and that was told to me by a psychic. Okay? In my first psychic and only psychic drawing class. Oh, I think you'd enjoy this. It's a new exercise I'm starting. Try to draw what you feel, what you see in the physical realm. She loved what I did. And then she says, yeah, and Tara, your spirit's up over there in the corner. And I said, you were always out of your body. Why? Because I was traumatized to death. And that's why I'm like, out of it. That's why I'm an airhead. I wasn't even in my body. Afraid to death of the supposedly caretakers in my life. That made me scared to death of the little tiny people in kindergarten. That's not normal. And it's not normal to scream. And I saw, it triggered me a little bit this morning. I saw a poor little girl that was screaming. Okay? And it bothered the rest of her little people. So she's in kindergarten, and she's screaming. Now, there's two caretakers. And the one caretaker said, breathe, just breathe, try to breathe, try to breathe, try to breathe, it's okay. And, you know, like the children don't know what to do. She's screaming out of torment. Okay, I understand. Try to calm, try to breathe, breathe, just breathe. And breathing really does help. When you're crying and you're hyperventilating, she wasn't hyperventilating, she was screaming. But hyperventilating and screaming, and I always hyperventilated. Now, when you do that, that is a sign of you being traumatized. That's not a normal cry. When you can't, when you're like hiccuping, hyperventilating, crying. I did that all the time when I was a little kid. My oldest son did it too. It's not normal. Not normal at all. A lady who knew late Theodore Carl Summerlin lived in the back, in an alleyway, on top of a garage. She always hyperventilated too. She saw me hyperventilating. She told me to forgive my caretaker because I'm only hurting myself. And that is true, but my forgiveness is different from other people's forgiveness. I decide to deliberately forget. I decide to say, that person never existed. That's my forgiveness. But also, I want the best for them. And I want them to be able to admit the damage that they caused. To be able to admit abuse. But insane abusers are unable to do so. They live in their denial. And I would say what atheists would disagree with, a denial of demons to bring on death to the victim that they choose. And that's all I knew. All I knew. I hated myself. I hated myself. I masturbated all over the house. That's not normal. And my first sexual assault counselor said, well, all children masturbate. Okay, fine. But she agreed with me that I rubbed myself raw. And I had to see Dr. Pohl. I rubbed myself raw where I was red and almost bled. So I had a problem rubbing yourself raw. She agreed with me that I was child molested. But she said, oh, well, it's normal that children will play with themselves. Yeah, well, let's take that to the most unbelievable couples that I saw on MacArthur. And I'll have to Google that, by the way. 20-year-olds that had no idea about sex. So they never masturbated either. 20-year-old never masturbated. Guys that never masturbated. Boys masturbate, what, age 10? I don't know. Age, whenever they get their, they get their change. Like when a woman gets their period, they get their, their change of life, like that can start at age 12. Okay, and they, you know, so I'm not a guy, and whatever. All I'm saying is, it's unbelievable. I have to Google MacArthur and look up, these children that never ever knew what sex was. I mean, girls don't care as much as guys. Guys are like really, really highly sexual. Like at least double the amount of a woman, of a lady, of a girl. And for a guy never to try masturbating at age 12 when they get their change of life. I mean, it's normal. I would think that they would, if they never knew what sex was, that, they get horny and they just play with themselves. I would think maybe age 12 would be more of a would be